Hello, and welcome to Global Finance Desk. We'll explore practical ideas to help you. I'm glad you're here. Let's learn together.
Every payday, your money arrives, and almost immediately, it starts disappearing. Not because someone took it, because it already has somewhere to go. Rent, debt, insurance, subscriptions, payments. The strange part is that many of these expenses were decided long before the paycheck arrived. Your future income was already committed, and that is where passive income begins to look very different. Because passive income is usually sold as a dream, money while you sleep, income without a boss, freedom without a schedule. But that isn't really the story. The deeper story is about time.
Because most people don't actually earn money. They exchange something far more limited for it. Their hours. 8 hours of work, a paycheck. Another 8 hours, another paycheck. It's a simple system until you notice the problem. There are only so many hours you can sell. You can increase your salary. You can become more skilled. You can negotiate a better position, but you cannot negotiate with the clock. And that is the invisible ceiling behind most earned income.
Now look at ownership. A property can generate rent without requiring you to personally work another hour for every dollar it produces. A portfolio can generate dividends and potentially increase in value while you do something else. A business can eventually operate through systems rather than requiring its owner to perform every task it produces. A piece of intellectual property can potentially generate revenue long after it was created. Different assets? Same principle. Something you own can create value without requiring the same amount of your time each time it does. But there is a catch. The word passive makes this sound effortless. Usually it isn't. The property needed capital. The portfolio needed capital. The business needed decisions, systems, and time. The digital product had to be created before it could sell. The income may eventually become less dependent on daily work, but the beginning rarely is. Someone had to build the asset. Someone had to provide the capital. Someone had to accept the uncertainty. So passive income isn't free money. It is usually effort or capital placed somewhere today in the hope of producing value later. And this is where modern life creates a strange contradiction. We're surrounded by systems designed to make spending feel smaller. $30 a month, $60 a month, $100 a month. The payment looks manageable. The total commitment stays invisible because the brain doesn't naturally experience 20 years of payments. It experiences this month's payment. And that same psychology appears when income rises. The better phone becomes normal. The nicer car becomes normal. The larger home becomes normal. The lifestyle upgrade that once felt special eventually becomes the baseline. This is part of what psychologists call hedonic adaptation. We adjust to improvements faster than we expect. So earning more doesn't automatically make someone less dependent on their paycheck. Sometimes it simply creates a more expensive life that requires the larger paycheck to continue. The income grows, the commitments grow, and the machine keeps running. This is why the most important question about passive income isn't how can I make money while I sleep? It's what can I own today that may produce value tomorrow? That question changes the direction of money. A dollar spent on consumption usually completes its journey. A dollar directed toward an asset may begin another one. The asset can produce value. Some of that value can be reinvested. That creates more ownership. More ownership can create more potential income. And over time, something subtle happens. Your money begins doing a small amount of work that your future self no longer has to do personally. Not perfectly, not automatically, and never without risk, but the relationship has changed. You are no longer depending entirely on the next paycheck to create the next dollar.
You are gradually building another source of economic value. And that is the truth about passive income.
It isn't really about escaping work. It isn't about getting rich while you sleep. And it isn't about finding some secret income stream nobody else knows about. It's about something much simpler: reducing the amount of your future life that has already been promised to your future paycheck. So, the next time your salary arrives, don't only ask where the money is going. Ask what part of it is disappearing and what part of it is becoming something that could still be working for you years from now. Because every paycheck feeds the system. The real question is what that system is building for your future.
Welcome to your financial future. Together we can build your fund. Let's track your progress. Subscribe now and let's get started. Just click the button today.